Lil Blood TV. This is a Lil Blood TV exclusive for real, man. Powered by Thakur Media. You understand me? So I got a brother sitting across from me right now, man. Very interesting fella. Um, Sometimes he could be misread, but never misled. Um, could be controversial at times. But me personally, I just think, some niggas just them, raw and uncut. Fair, a ball, a strike, strike.
Say something slick.
No shortcuts. I know this nigga, he definitely ain't got no problem with speaking his mind. My experience and dealings with him always been fair. It ain't never been no gossip shit, no messy shit. It ain't never been about no street politics, no rap politics. It's always been about you. Like, you good? How you doing? Pull up, whoop whoop. I got this idea, blase, blase, blase. It's never been nothing out of content and out of character. And I said that to say, bro speak his mind. And you feel me? Like I said, he one of them niggas that a lot of niggas couldn't sit across, or, a lot of niggas wouldn't know how to feel in this man's presence, Everybody got a past in history, and this brother, he definitely one of them Oakland finest, man. All due respect. So yeah.
Much appreciated, King.
That shit do, fool.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Let's talk about that. How long you been a Muslim?
Well, okay. So when my Muslim journey, going through the early stages, I was put on to the Ansel Muhammad's by the brother Ricky Murdoch. You know what I mean? And that was kind of like a form of
Ricky Murdoch.
Scar Yes.
Yes.
We did time with Scar, and he laced us all.
Right.
But that was kind of like Black Muslim.
Uh-huh.
So I was introduced to that at a young age. I went through my transition, became atheist. Around 2008, I came to Orthodox Islam, Sunni Muslim. And I took my Shahada, and it was different. But everything was a journey. I think Islam was always calling me, but I embraced the Orthodox Islam as a little different. You know what I mean?
Right.
What we had as Black Muslims, we needed that at the time. You know what I mean? But even now, they kind of crossed over to Orthodox Islam now. From then to now, is they don't pray standing up; they bust down.
Right,
things of that nature. So it was always calling me, and it always made a lot of sense. I'm a real simple person.
Right.
So when things make sense, it's like if somebody come around you and you get a weird feeling, it's a reason that happened.
Right.
It just don't, like a little kid can walk up to you and you feel good, but when somebody's supposed to be your partner come around and the hairs on the back of your neck standing up,
right,
you got to be in tune with your third eye to understand the meaning.
Right.
And I don't think I would have a third eye if it wasn't for stuff like Islam.
Was you raised Christian like the rest of us?
Sir, yes, sir. Southern Baptist.
Southern
My
Baptist.
mom and them come from Texas, and they had a real strong spiritual foundation. I'm glad you asked that too, because that helped with my transition. That because that caused me to question things.
Right.
When I was when I ran into the brother Ricky Murdoch, and I'm asking him this and that, and he started explaining it, and intrigued me. So it kind of opened me up to want to find the truth.
Right.
I feel like I found it in 2008 when I took my shot.
Right. Was it hard to make that transition over from, since I was up to 18 or so, I was taught Christianity. Now from 18 to where I am now, I got to transition into a whole nother religion. Was that hard, or was that transition kind of like easy?
If you want me to be 100% honest, and I'm not saying this to disrespect anybody, Christianity did make a lot of sense to me. And I wanted to be a gangster. So it damn near seemed like Christians was gangsters. Where you know, shit, they had slaves and all kind of shit.
Definitely.
I didn't want to be on the low end of the I wanted to be a stand up. You understand that, like, gangsters, we wasn't terrorists. We wasn't putting down mass shootings. We kind of like went out and did what we had to do to make sure our family was set up in a good position. It wasn't about turning all your cousins, nieces, and nephews out. It was like, I'm gonna make this sacrifice to make sure y'all don't never have to see prison, make sure y'all can go to college and nobody had to stress over nothing. That was the angle. And I thought that was, you know, but Islam helped, the Orthodox Islam helped balance that out. Like, as far as make sense of things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because if you really look at it, you got the angry African thing going on. We wasn't gangsters in Africa.
Right.
That's really like some American or some Italian shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's we trying to be something that we was influenced by. It ain't what we meant to be. When I'm pushing
and
Islam,
you felt Christianity was some shit that it wasn't.
It was sight game for black people.
Right. Okay.
When like, as far as in the Holy Quran, it's not gonna tell you to turn the other cheek if somebody strike you.
Right.
It will let you know that it's okay to defend yourself. Don't get carried away, but you can stand up for yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So things of that nature.
So you grew up in Oakland in the 90s, right? That was your time when you like
80s baby.
80s baby. Okay, 80s baby. No, but I'm saying as far as like jumping off the porch, getting into that life.
In 88.
88.
Jumped off the porch.
Wow. So in 88, okay, good. I'm good. It was 88. So from the 80s. Before you
go any further, can you define what jumping off the porch mean? Because a lot of people don't even use terminology like that no more.
To me, jumping off the porch is, you know, your first time start hustling. You first get your bundle.
Yes, sir.
You know, you first getting shot at. You know, you first buy your first thing. You bust your first thing. You know, coming up in that game area, in that era to where, like, jumping off the porch wasn't bipping the window. Like, you really had to, your first time getting your feet dirty.
Jumping off the porch to me was equivalent to being jumped in Southern California. That's when you made your decision. I'm on this corner. Mama whipped my ass. I don't care. I'm going back to this corner.
Right.
I got this bundle. You got to do what I got to do. I'm being a man.
Right. So you jumping off the porch, say, in 88.
Yes, sir.
So what was the difference from the 80s and 90s, from the 90s to the 2000s, and the 2000s and now? Let's do it 80s and 90s first.
80s and 90s. Very, very, very serious. My neighborhood was a JAMA headquarters. So, like, I would go up top.
What's JAMA?
JAMA was Billie Jean Foster. Organization put together by, what's my guy named? George Jackson. You know, to be the vanguard for the people. We was going through a lot of shitty shit in the prison system, in the political prisoner situation. It was sort of like a Black Panther organization. Some people recognize it as the Black Guerrilla Family and things like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know. But that was the headquarters. So as a kid, I'm talking about 12 years old.
So how did that, like, was that like because of the brothers that was coming from prison in that era?
No, because I don't know why it was, but my neighborhood was kind of built like that's who had the control. You know what I mean? Right. So, like, we were really up there being trained to be baby silverback gorillas. Like, we knew how to speak Swahili at like 12 and 13. I knew what Usalama meant a long time ago. You know what I mean? The numbers and things of that nature. It was a different vibe.
Right.
You know, so back then, like, we couldn't get on the corner with that nigga shit. We couldn't be on the corner saying the N-word thing. It was just a different push. And then we on the corner and we can hustle, but it was certain parts of that corner that was restricted from us. And that's where they, you know, the OGs used to be up there doing their politicking.
Right.
The big Excaliburs, like, you know, we've been seeing a lot of money, Rolexes and all that. It was like some real organized crime type shit.
Right.
In fact, back then, you know, that black trade was controlled by them.
Right.
So any spot that was known for that was a headquarters.
Right, definitely.
The village, you know what I mean? Them spots that was moved, because you couldn't just get in them games and not be connected. They was going to come see you, come shut you down.
Right.
So I think it was like Peralta. It was a few of them, but I know Sobrani is one of the
hubs.
Yes.
So, from the 80s and 90s, okay, you grew up under that. You watched how real machines get down. You watched how to move and shit. When did it start? You think start like getting kind of like iffy? What era? From the 90s to the 2000s, or the 2000s until now?
What I see with my own eyes was they focused on the people that they could label violent, and they got them off the street. So after they said it was a war on drugs, and that was in a sense true, they really was targeting in on violent people.
Right.
And then after they wiped the streets clean from the east, the west, the north, all the violent people, then what you think happened to the streets? You get all the, you know what I mean? You take all the head busters out the pie.
You get loose.
It get loose. The structure is not going to be in place like it was, especially if a person feel like he's not going to get killed for crossing game anymore.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. So surviving from then to now, shit, you must have did something right. You still here?
Yeah.
You still here? Definitely still here, ticking, moving. How is it from you trying to cross that life over into the music now? Like, okay, you've seen there, you've been there, you done that, you lived that. Now I'm trying to convert and do this music shit. Is it still like, okay, damn, I can't really put too much in the music because they'll think I'm not street enough no more, or whatever the case may be. I can't focus on the streets too much because my music gonna get outdated, and they think I'm not about music no more. Like, how are you dealing with that? How are you dealing with that? Or how can I deal with that?
My response to that would be, I feel like I'm probably one of the realest niggas ever. You dig? And I feel like everybody that been through something, that survived something, should feel the same way. But they don't connect real with your life experience or the places you've been through or the neighborhood you come through. It's now connected through the shiny shit and who you with. You know, I could be realer for being in a picture with somebody that's famous than for being a stand-up nigga nowadays. So it's a slippery slope because I have seen myself do sucker shit and weirdo shit trying to be more appealing to a fan base. And when I say sucker shit and weirdo shit, I didn't post the big old stacks of money with no job.
Right.
And that's a tax evasion case, nigga.
Right.
I mean, there's
bro, you
picture
know what?
on Instagram, you know what I mean?
Not to cut you off, but I salute you for saying that, bro. A nigga can acknowledge his hiccups. Because you feel me? I do that too, bro. I acknowledge my hiccups. And me and Combi was talking, you feel me, last week. And you know, that don't make you less of a human because you can acknowledge your hiccups. But back to what you were saying.
Yeah, I did made it. And the good thing about me is I still got big homies. And like I didn't post some shit one time, man. Me and Daddy was OT with about 800 in the room. And I got a call like, take that shit down.
Right.
And you can't even argue with nobody that love you, that's calling you and telling you that that's not cool what you're doing.
Right.
And I'm doing it trying to appeal and trying to fit in with what everybody else doing.
The courts of public opinion.
Other people may have the receipts for they dough. I know we ain't got no motherfucking receipts for this dough. I'm probably on public housing and all kind of shit. And I'm on this internet playing.
It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Well, you know, you live and you learn. And I wouldn't think you would be thinking like that on some tax shit. Yeah. Like, you really, you feel me?
If they want you,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
They know how to come get you.
We come from dangerous and violent, and we come from dangerous areas. And a lot of people like to get on these internet with the guns and get the videos with the guns and shit. And
I used to think that was hella cool for some reason, bro. I swear, bro.
It felt gangster.
It did. Like, I used to think that was cool.
But it ain't gonna feel cool in that courtroom.
Right.
And I don't care what you in there for. You may be in there for some bullshit. But that DA gonna make you look like a mass shooter.
Right.
With that hammer. The hammer can be clean, never fired. That DA gonna make you look like a mass shooter and the jury gonna believe it.
Time, speaking of time, how old was you when you caught your first real case, or when you did your first real bid?
14.
14?
Yeah.
That was your YA stint?
That was my YA stint.
How long you was in the Y?
I got sentenced by Miss Brooks to 11 years and 8 months.
Damn, Miss Brooks.
My first PCD was in 2 years. I caught a staff assault, They did an extra year.
Okay.
You know, but I was in there with your crazy partners, Butchie,
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah.
You was in us somewhere.
You was in YA at that
Yeah,
time. Yeah, definitely. Early 90s.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. How was that as a culture shock?
As a culture shock, it was a couple different culture shocks because being from Sabrani, like I didn't have no airtime with West Oakland.
Right.
So West Oakland was back then was turned up like West Oakland, you know,
the dirty West Oakland,
I mean, all the shit. But West Oakland was the heart of the town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like them little niggas was advanced, and them niggas had gold teeth and all kind of shit, and they had us turned up in there. So it was the experience. And shout out to my OG partners from the 20s. A lot of the Rolling Dubs, that's what they call. They said the Rolling 20s back then. A lot of they OGs like laced me on how to do your time properly. And the gangbanger shit.
Right. That was for me. That was the biggest.
Crazy,
that was the biggest to me.
Yo, niggas try to tell you, hey, don't say this, you this in my hood, and we taking off, and it's looking like we enemies, but we really not enemies, but we from the town, we go talk. We said blood a lot. When I went to YA, so they thought we was undercover blood.
Yeah, definitely got that. We definitely got that, definitely. So then from YA, you went to the pen?
From YA, did a bunch of violations. I could never stop smoking weed. So every time I came home,
6 months to a year.
You already know. I did that till I maxed out.
25?
They probably cut me off at like 22, 23.
Okay.
Bunch of reader jokes. I've probably been a reader about 40 different times.
Damn.
I was a real D-boy. Like all I did was dream about getting to some zips.
Right. Mama's
bubbling. I knew who was gonna throw it to me and what I was gonna be back.
Yeah.
And I come up in a D-boy era. That's all we wanted to do was hustle.
Right. Tell me about it. How was like your first like zip, like when you touched your first zip, hustling, not getting fronted, just hustling, like
it was a beautiful feeling. It was a beautiful feeling. I wanted a brick that never got the brick. And I wouldn't even say I was a good ass hustler, but our hood was just dumbass road. My problem was saving the money. When I look back, everybody that was sharp was the niggas who didn't spend money and had they stack game. You know? I could go get the gold ones, the cars, the kits, and all that, but most of them really didn't have no money put up. And then you had a little nigga that looked like he dirty with about 80 put up on the low.
It was rolling like that, bro?
Yeah, it was rolling like that.
Like $1 million spots.
No, for sure.
For sure.
No, we had like $40,000, $60,000 days. You know, we
That's
had
what
like
I'm saying,
$4 different machines
spot
just
on one block.
Yeah. And that's not even getting to the rocks. That was us. We were small time with the rocks, but they was machining. It was real organized crime.
Damn, imagine that.
And the police respected it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Do you think we lost that in Oakland?
Yeah, like I said, man, when they started, you remember when they did? They did some stings. I remember like they did I think they hit AF Crew, then they hit Slow Nim, then the Nutcase shit came around, then they hit Acorn, then they hit a couple more, but it was just stings back to back. And I think like that was depriving Oakland of a lot of structure and like factors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You just walked my game up.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
And I probably left a few out, but they was hitting everybody. They was hitting the 20s, the 8-out, the burnouts. Everybody was somebody got hit, and they pulled like about 10 or 12
and
of
you
them.
know what? They
the
was doing
it
everywhere. They was doing it in the city.
Yes.
The EPA niggas got caught up. They was doing it everywhere in that same era, bro.
Yes, sir.
You a sharp nigga, bro. Yeah. You just really woke my game up. Because I be sitting there thinking, and me and Stalin, we be talking about hella town shit, bro. Like, you feel me? I really love Oakland. Yes, so it's like, you hear it in my raps, you know, like I really love everything about the pimping, the fast talking, the hustling, the conscious side we got. Like Oakland nigga, bro, it's hella shit inside one. Like, you feel me? Oakland nigga just saucy everywhere. Like I think Ricky said, you gonna meet a nigga from the Bay or Oakland, anywhere. And I love that part of Oakland, and you just woke me up. Me and Stalin be talking all the time, like, bro, when did we stop being Oakland? Like, you know, when did we stop, like, when niggas stop hustling for real, basically, like, because it's like niggas don't hustle no more, bro. You know, it's just mobbing. And I don't really like calling it mobbing because it's just killing, really. Like, you feel me? It ain't mob. It's just killing.
It's kind of make like uncivilized, like the pirate days. You trying to push. You done caught you some fish, and somebody, we want all your fish. Jump off the boat. We taking that too. So Oakland, like we had a lot of coming up in the hood. It was like simple rules. You could rob, but you couldn't rob nobody in the hood. You couldn't break in no houses in the hood. You couldn't drive crazy. Like sometimes when I go stand in Sabrina now, and the people that drive crazy around me, it makes me so paranoid because everybody windows is tinted. You ain't got no plates. I don't know if it's a plate. So now I don't want to come over there because I don't want no accident to happen to no babies and nothing because it's no rules. And the whole town is like that. Like the way they driving crazy and stuff. You'll think somebody really coming to do something to you. And I guess they think it's joyriding or something. And I don't know.
Hyphy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. How you feel about that era? Do you think that era helped or affected the Bay?
I was not a fan of the Hyphy movement, but I won't say nothing against it, and I can't knock it. I was a big fan of East Coast hip hop, gangster music.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was hyphy as fuck. I was on ecstasy back then.
Yes, sir.
I was part of that. You feel me? Like, cat the fuck out. But yeah, definitely.
I never took you as a hyphy artist.
No, I wasn't a hyphy artist. I was hyphy. I was NYA hyphy, nigga.
Yeah, boom. No.
You feel me?
Yeah, but see, that hyphy. I know that hyphy.
Right.
So I thought you was talking about like the other hyphy.
Okay, the music hyphy.
No, the culture. When
okay,
I think I was down when they was hopping on the cars.
Yeah. You missed that era.
Yeah,
really, I'm gonna keep it real. That came from Vallejo.
I understand.
That came from Vallejo, and I remember when that came around. You feel me?
It was a different feeling being in like L.A. County, and the nigga has to talk about. Y'all really be jumping on cars and licking cars and shit. We down here got to fight, nigga. And no disrespect to my brothers in LA, but niggas will really be like, is that what y'all really doing?
For sure.
I'm like, they young.
No, I definitely.
That's what they are.
No, hell no. I definitely wasn't on that type of hyphy, but I know what you're talking about. And hell yeah. As me doing music now, traveling, that shit we still kind of got like that stigma, like, that's what y'all do type shit. Yeah. Like, no, hell no. Like, niggas really do this and do that. Like, you feel me? But hell yeah, that happened in the music. But that era of that good feeling, that, oh my God, bro. I was a part of that, bro.
I think it was something good. I was just old. It's like the
I mean, you ain't too old, nigga.
But you got some people to this day that only rock that old school American muscle, and then some of the youngsters like them foreign things.
Right.
But I got homeboys like V ain't about to buy no foreign nothing.
Right.
You about to go get a 53 caddy, a national,
and come clean.
Come clean. That's, you know what I mean? That's that Oakland in it.
Right.
But I'm not saying the people with the foreigns ain't Oakland too, but they a different era.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What was your old school back then?
6'9" Cougar.
6'9", saucy.
7, yes, sir.
You wasn't wet.
It wasn't wet. It was like all primed. It was running.
Right. Running on shit.
I didn't get the wet. I didn't get a lot of. I didn't learn how to stay out of jail until my probably late 20s. My late 20s. I started getting like 6 and 7 year runs. But after that, it'll be like, go come home and last for about 6 to 9 months and go do 3-4 more years.
Sickening.
Yeah.
Sickening. That's I was caught up in that little shit too. But then again, that's no guidance. I never really had no proper role models for real, or I wasn't trying to listen to nobody. Let's say that.
Yeah.
I had niggas around, but I just wasn't trying to listen to them at the time.
But I think you guys did a little better than us. Like watching, like you styling, Shady, Phil. Like you guys stayed on the street, man, and you guys got to really do this music. You know what I mean? Because y'all been around for a long time.
Definitely blessed, man. Shout out to Styling, bro.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Styling.
I remember Styling and Dame.
I was just about to say that.
Cypress, the red thing. I remember that. Like, yes, I remember Styling being a little nigga.
Yeah.
The little nigga. You know what I mean? Mingles. I remember all that shit. Yeah,
for sure.
Man. You know
Definitely.
You know?
So, definitely shout out Styling, man. And a lot of niggas don't say this, but Styling mean a lot to Oakland, bro.
Yes, sir, he do.
Like, Styling mean a fucking lot to Oakland. he another nigga that don't get his flowers. You feel me? People always saying flowers. Stalin never gets his flowers. Son. He is like,
I don't think it bothers him anymore.
It definitely don't. It definitely don't. To me, he was like who bought Oakland to Kansas City's to, you know, Seattle's and little shit like that. Like, you know, Stalin did that. So
I've been to Kansas City on the ground too. I've been to I've been at 7th Heaven. I've been to
the little record store. Yeah,
I seen all the little root tapes. There was a lot of live wire shit down there. They love Stalin. They love the town.
For sure.
They love it to Jack too.
They the Jack definitely.
Like, niggas put, you know, we do what we supposed to do. Man.
Who what's up with the 11-5 back in the day? That rap group. What was that about? That's for sure your era. What's the tweak on that?
The tweak on that was the Frisco Boys, but I'm trying to think, what did they... Oh, okay, so 11-5 is short for 11-500. 11-500 is the pedo code for heroin, also for loitering.
Okay.
So I believe that, you know, because we ended up confronting them. And I'm not saying me, but some of the big homies ran into them and they was like...
Oh, so that had nothing to do...
No, that was a Frisco group, but they was using 11-5 as a reference for dope.
Okay.
Like we some dope niggas and, you know what I mean? 11-5.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, it wasn't no big controversy.
Right.
You know, the homies was tripping.
Right, so wasn't Too Short a part of that though?
Nah.
Well, he had the Dangerous Clique?
He had the Dangerous Crew.
Okay, Dangerous Crew.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't that some Sobrandi cats too?
I don't think so. But Too Short is it's from Sobrandi, so I can see why a person would think that.
So Short from Sobrandi? Short
is from 85th, but came to Sobrandi and never left.
Right.
Some homeboy that came over.
Yeah, for sure.
And he there. So yes, sir.
Okay. That's what's up. So back then, what, Dangerous Dame, Too Short, what, Rapping Rhyme?
Dame from Brookfield. Rapping Rhyme is, I believe, was from Alvin Groom. If I could be wrong.
Right there by Councilman, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I believe that's where Rhyme was from.
Back then, they was big too, like when niggas was pushing, like early 90s, Alvin Groom was...
Alvin Groom was dangerous.
Okay.
Because, you know, they had probably some different spot from the area over there controlling it.
Right. So as far as Danger Dane and Rapping Around, like, do you remember coming up in that era? Like, what niggas was on? Like, what was the town like then? Like, was it muscle cars, 50s? Like, what niggas was on?
That was the original town. Castlemont was Herpes High. You know, West Oakland was grimy.
Yeah.
You know, back in that, so what made the town beautiful was back in the day, everybody stayed in their envelope. So you couldn't go to like 94th and get a Sobrandi Park experience. Right. You would have had to come to Sobrandi Park to get to Sobrandi Park. That was the only way you was go get to hear the slang or get to mingle with us, because you wouldn't go find us on Seminary or any other spot. You know how now it's, you know.
Yeah, niggas mingle.
Yeah, it was like, it was the envelope.
Right,
Nigga be like, you know, West Oakland was real West Oakland. The North, you know, and boom. I liked that area as far as when everybody just start like freelancing. Like, I remember going to, I think 82nd or some West Oakland spot was hooked up not too long ago. But it was like, it wasn't nothing wrong with it. It just was different.
Right.
Like a different experience. And then my little partner was telling me, like, yeah, all them ain't even from over there. They won't. So now it's like the little homies got to give me the game on how to board. Because back in the day, this would have been a burnout spot. Like, everybody over here is for sure part of this family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, dynamics change. I think LA went through the same thing. Like a lot of their gangs and shit is hooked up. And, you know, I think sometimes people who had the same enemies may link up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So that's some cold shit, bro. My bad for just downing on Oakland for a minute, but I don't get to hear good Oakland stories every day, man. So I had to wake my game up, you know, just to get a little bit of food for my soul, you know. Yes, so what's up with the music? What you pushing? What we on?
Oh, Bill, fuck this rap shit with Ricky. Ricky got a very strong project. He's slow rolling it. Just wrapped up the Dominion, getting that mixed. I wanted you on it, but I guess I'm gonna have to settle with trying to get you on my album, my next solo album.
It's all good.
So, yeah, we push it, man. The Delinquents got a strong push right now. I think them and the mechanics is setting up for a rollout.
For sure. Shout out to Dot and Tweed. Thank you. You brought them up.
Sir.
I need
Shout
to get
to
them.
Mechanics.
Nigga, we got a slapping ass project, and Dot been on my ass, and I'm definitely turning songs in, and we definitely stand in touch with each other, man. Shout out to the Mechanics, bro. Like good brothers, wholesome brothers. Yes, definitely got that town sound. So if a nigga look, if y'all looking for a town sound or Oakland sound, get a beat from the Mechanics. For sure. If you can. On my mama, if you can, definitely. So fuck this rap shit with Rick. What you pushing, nigga? What CL got going? What's your solo shit?
My solo shit, I want to be able to drop it for the fourth quarter. Masters of the Game, The Jewel Thief. It's named after a book I read in YA by Cindy Sheldon called Masters of the Game.
Cindy Sheldon books, yeah. Was it one of them thick ass ones?
It was a thick one. It's very intriguing, and the album is full of gems. Everything is a parable.
What's the tweak with you and Fab? You just dropped a video with him, right? A single with him, right?
That's from Survivor's Guilt. That was my last solo I had dropped. Hell yeah, and that's doing good. Skyfall, and shout out Fab too. Fab been trying to help a nigga with a lot of behind the scenes, different angles, marketing schemes, and just opening a lot of networks. And I want to shout out to Tam too, because I'm getting proud of my city again. You know, despite the youngster shit, and we can't really control the youngster shit because the youngsters go be youngsters. I was a youngster before. But on the trying to get it, you know, mature and less bullshit, you know what I mean? I see the city gravitate.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, definitely. Again, I definitely said that. Shout out Oakland.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Shout out Oakland. Yeah. So what's up with you, man? Who you married? What you got going on, brother?
Man,
you married? You asking for it? Huh? What CL got going on?
I'm making the best of it, man.
I'm making the best of it.
My focus is on my babies. I got two. I got 3 kids. 1 grown, 2 youngins. My grandbabies. Little Cedar about 27. My daughter, my second baby, 14. Little Killer is 10, and my grandbaby 9.
That's raw, bro. So that's raw. That's raw.
Focus on me. I'm trying.
So we need you too, nigga. Yes, we need you, CL, bro. Yes, you a good nigga, CL, and I love tapping in with you, bro. Like for sure. And it's crazy. We be running into each other in the mix. You feel me? I in the mix. Whether it's at a barber shop, whether it's at a burrito truck, or anywhere, bro. Like a club, grocery store. We meet. I see you in the mix, bro. And you always like this, bro. Always humble. Always on some what's up shit. And you know who speak highly of you, bro? Who love you, bro? Conby, bro. Conby love you, bro. Like that's really. He's really speak highly of you. Always pushing, bro. CL, bro. Fuck with big bro. Like you feel me? He be pushing that for you, bro. Conby definitely love you, bro.
No, Conby, that's Conby, one of my young homies, and you know, with the hood shit, you know how hood shit be, like, cause niggas be want to be, well, who you grew up with, or this or that, but I really remember Conby. I fuck with Conby, and I be proud of him, and like, you know, back in the day, niggas used to look down on you for not having a YA number, or look down on you for not being to the pen hella time, but that was a dumb way of thinking. And that shit is over. Ain't really nothing gangster about. You can't get that time back. Like, nigga, I done did about 22 years incarcerated.
Damn, for real?
And yeah, that ain't nothing to brag about. But
how many books you think you read?
Oh, no, I read hella books. Hella, man. And I ain't talking about urbans. I didn't like urbans. I was reading, like, you know, Machiavelli, the autobiography of Assata Shakur, the rise and fall of the Black Panthers. I used that time to sharpen me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I know I was fucking up, and I wasn't killing nobody or nothing. It was like most of the time dope cases or gun cases or violations. But every time I went down, I came back to about 12 dead homies.
Right.
So I really learned to understand it. Nigga, this was a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean? And then the people that I was losing, everybody wasn't violent. Everybody wasn't bad guys. Some of them dudes had never sold nothing. Some of them dudes had never shot nothing. And they really lost their life.
Right.
Just hanging out or passing through or in car accidents. So you know how that shit was. And I just started to realize, like, you got to take advantage of these blessings. You got to take advantage of this shit.
You think COVID was released by the government?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely. How you feel about the EDD niggas, bro?
I'm definitely not mad at them. If you hit, you got away with it.
God bless you.
It was a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Listen, it was. It's the same way. EDD wasn't no different from sliding. A lot of people didn't touch sliding, but that was $1 million industry.
Right.
And, a lot of chicks came up, a lot of the Sagoonies came up and all, but if you hustling and you in the mix, get it, man.
Right.
Just don't tell on nobody and don't shoot your partner in the back of the head over no EDD or no slider shit, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
For sure. It was a lot of niggas flexing on their partners, bro.
No, that shit, man. Listen, I seen a lot of people OD. I was on the ground. I seen a lot of people OD. Like I stayed in the Marriott downtown for a year straight, and a lot of young people would get them rooms, and like 2 days later they get found dead. Hella money, hella cars, couple straps on them. Like the niggas overindulged in whatever they was doing. Wow. I seen like 7 of them.
Damn.
Up in there, yes sir.
Speak on it, bro.
It was a gift and a curse. It was a blessing, but like a nigga should have grabbed that shit and grabbed some property.
Right,
if you was in it, or something that you could have that made sense of it, because I don't think you gonna see no shit like that
ever around
for maybe not our lifetime.
Right.
I was looking at it like,
do you think it was a social experiment?
I don't think it was a social experiment. I think it was a loophole. Listen, I believe everybody got it, but if I open a loophole so you get it, you ain't watching me. They got it too. Trump them got it.
Right.
So while everybody was doing that thing, they just got it on a bigger scale.
Right, definitely.
You know what I mean? So that was the only difference though. Now we got the Democrats in there.
Right.
The Democrats don't want to eat with nobody.
Right.
They're totally different.
Right. Talk about it.
They want to take these weapons off the street, and they want to have us living like we in prison in our own neighborhoods.
Talk about it, bro.
So that's the difference. Like, if people thought Trump was really the bad guy, so what? Trump was racist. Hella people racist. Right. Your boss might be racist. You ain't gonna quit, is you?
Right.
Hell no. You at Tesla. You been there for 7 years. All them motherfuckers probably, you still go to work. Right. So what's the difference of having a racist president that's gonna let you eat?
Definitely.
It's about the business.
See, people be mad at me for liking Trump, bro.
Yeah, I liked him too.
Yeah, see? Real one, bro. Yes, real one. That's crazy. You're a very political brother.
Yes, sir. You gotta watch the board. You gotta watch the board. And I like Obama. He did the best he could do, but it was a big difference from Obama and Trump. Huh?
For sure.
Especially for us in the black market.
For sure.
What
definitely.
We went through.
Salute Trump.
That should have been Obama.
Yeah,
though. Obama should have been able to do some shit. We should have ran it up when Obama got in there, but they probably would have. You know what they probably would have did to him.
Right. Democrat. It's crazy. Man, bro, I can sit here and chop with you for a long time, bro. Like, you a cold, bro. Like, you a cold dude. And it's crazy, man. You never know until you sit down and really have a conversation with a motherfucker, bro. Yes, and like, you a dope motherfucker, bro.
Appreciate it.
Who you think right now that's buzzing in the town, bro, that deserve to get a good look? Like, that's really going crazy and putting on.
Bro, let me see. This buzzing in the town deserve to get.
Or buzzing to you. It don't even gotta be in the town. Just buzzing to you.
Let me see. I'm gonna say Ricky Styles.
Ricky Styles.
Say Ricky Styles.
Okay. Why Rick?
Because Rick was, listen. Rick was on the verge of throwing the towel in. And everything he said makes sense. He was like, I'm not, like, Rick is an amazing young dude. And I didn't always fuck with Rick because I thought he was like an arrogant little rich asshole.
Yeah.
But getting to rock and roll with him, he's a hell of a mover and shaker.
Right.
If you know what I'm trying to say. So watching him in the element, and then he had a passion for rap. So he's like, man, this rap shit ain't making me no money. I got him back into liking
believing
what he was
in
doing
himself.
Again. And I got him off the competition shit, and I got him to focus on your strong points.
Right.
Like, nigga, you could go any city in the United States and go get in and get out and focus on having fun, seeing the world, and you know what I mean?
Right.
And then it got fun again.
Right. Definitely. Shout out to Ricky Styles, man. Like I said, salute. Bro, I appreciate you for coming on, fucking with me. Where can the people find your shit at?
Man, everywhere, man. Just put Google Chris Lockett, YouTube, Kevin Lockett, little brother, IG. I am Chris Lockett on Twitter.
Kevin Lockett. Not to cut you off. I hear you push bro a lot.
Yeah.
Like, what did bro mean to you?
Big bro was the foundation. So, you know, in like neighborhoods like Sabrani, most of the people over there like had like 5 or 6 different generations of their family in the hood.
Right.
So like Kevin Lockett was our foundation. Like, you know, we was one family, but my brother made all the relationships that made us to be able to me to have Sabrani Park on my back, you know?
Right.
Because before I was me, I was Kevin Lockett, little brother.
Right.
You remember them days?
Right, yeah.
Well, that's how they identified you.
Yeah.
And my brother had a good name. That's all I'm trying to say.
Definitely.
So it was easy for me to move and groove. That's Lil Lockett.
Right.
That's be the importance of, you know, I'm always, sometimes it might seem like some cat shit, but having a good name and took me farther than my money took me.
Right, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. And I'm learning that now. People fuck with me for me, bro. Like, you feel me? And these last few years, bro, I've transitioned away from a lot of shit.
Yes,
and I'm evolving into a better Lil Blood, a better Larry, a better father, a better man. You feel me? And by me doing that, I had to cut some shit loose. I had to cut some habits loose. I had to cut some people loose. And my name, bro, it exceeds itself, bro. Like, when you mention my name, people faces ain't gonna turn up. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want them to remember me as, damn, Blood gave me an opportunity to do this, or you feel me, he helped me with this. Like, you know, my name, it get me further than my money. You feel me? Like, a lot of places people don't even want to accept my money. Like, you know, like, nah, bro, hell no. Like, you crazy in this little. I move like that genuinely. You feel me? I got people from LA that love me, that, you feel me, whatever I need, studios, anything I need is just there. Like I'm just blessed to have a good name, show you and say. And by you standing on your brother name, I wish when I'm gone, when I leave my physical body and transform into my, you feel me, heavenly body, that my son rep my name like that. You feel me? So by having a good name, I really stand on that, and I see what you mean by your brother, because like, that's how I think. Like, I want to have one of them names, bro. Like, and I want to be that for sure, bro. I thank you, bro. And again, you got to come sit down with me again. You can come every week if you want to, man, and just give me some history on some town shit, bro.
Man, much appreciation.
I definitely want to sit here, bro, and pick your brain, bro, on that East, man. And you feel me, all the shit that was going on, bro. It's like a historian. We historians now, bro.
Yes,
we got to keep this shit lit. Like, we're like, you know, the last of that era, bro, the last of that breed. And we got to, you know, preach this to our youth, to the motherfuckers that's under us. We got to give them this game, bro. Let them hear the story. Not hide nothing from these niggas. Really try to fuck with it, bro. So I want to sit here with you and just talk about town shit and hustling and shit, bro. Maybe we can wake some niggas game up. And like, I appreciate it. Please do come again.
Say less. Oh, my hand.
Yeah, your hand broke. My bad.
We good?